Welcome. Today we are going to see about DHT22 sensor interfacing with ESP32.
Hardware setup. Here we are having ESP32 and this one is the DHT22 sensor. You can see here AM2302, which is the DHT22 sensor. Using the sensor we can measure temperature as well as humidity. Here the pinout is the first pin over here is a VCC. You need to provide 5 volt, and the second pin you see here is the data pin, where the DHT22 sensor will output the humidity value and the temperature value through this pin. Second, the third pin over here is not used, so we need no need to connect this pin. And the last pin over here, it is the ground pin, so you have to provide 0 volt to this connection. So now I have connected this sensor in the breadboard. Clearly you can see here in ESP32 the first pin is the 5 volt VCC pin and the second pin is the ground pin. So I have used the wires to connect 5 volt to the breadboard as well as ground to the breadboard connection, and the 5 volt connection is provided, 5 volt supply is provided into the first pin of the DHT22 sensor, and the fourth pin is the ground, so we have connected the ground to the DHT22 sensor. And similarly the output, that is a signal from the DHT22 sensor which measures the temperature and humidity of the room, is given as output from the DHT22 sensor into the ESP32 pin number GP25. So you can clearly see we have connected the blue wire to G25. So this is the hardware setup.
Now let us see how we are going to program for DHT22 and ESP32. Now we are going to use VS Code PlatformIO for programming DHT22 with ESP32 as an interface. Now you have to select new project, and here the project name is DHT22 interfacing with ESP32. You need to type this here. After that my ESP32 module is Denki32, so I am selecting this. Then the framework is Arduino, and I am going to use the default location. If you want to change the location, you can untick this and you can change where you want to save this. Next, click on finish. Now the project starts to initialize, so we need to wait for a while to finish the initialization process. Now the installation process has been completed. Here you can see the project is being created. Here in the src file you can see main.cpp, and you can press here. Now you can see the Arduino code which is ready to upload. Now we have to type the DHT22 sensor code, where we are going to get the temperature and humidity from the sensor and display it to the serial monitor. So I have already written the code over here. So now I am going to copy this code and paste it over here. This is the code. Now you can see these two are the library files. Which one? This one represents the Arduino IDE header, and this one represents the DHT sensor library. So this is not the library is not included still now, so it is giving a error message by giving a underline in red. Now first we will see the explanation of the code. Here is the pin definition. Now the 25th pin of the ESP32 is connected with the data line of the DHT22 sensor, so we are defining 25, and here the type of the sensor is DHT22, So then we are having an instance DHT. So if you are going to connect multiple DHT sensors, then you can use a DHT1, DHT2, DHT3 and so on. So now I am going to only use one sensor. So I am providing DHT in small letters, and this is the pin number, and this is the pin type, which is DHT22. Then I am assigning two variables H and T, which represents the humidity and the temperature, which I am going to read from the sensor. Next, the void setup, I am going to initialize the serial monitor in 115200 baud rate, and then I am going to start the one wire communication with the DHT sensor. So I am putting DHT.begin. Then we am going to get the data continuously from the sensor. So I am using this code inside the loop. So loop will run again and again. So here H is equal to humidity represents. So I am going to read DHT dot read humidity, and this will get the humidity from the sensor and paste it into the humidity variable. Similarly, I am going to read the temperature using this line dht.read temperature, and I am going to get the value from the sensor and going to assign it into the temperature variable T. Here it is H variable and here it is T variable. Now I am going to print these two variables in the serial monitor using this command. Here I am putting temperature and string T. Why I am converting into string is because T is a float variable. You can see here T is and humidity is also a float variable. So if I pass T here, it will give an error. So I am going to convert the float variable into string variable. So I am conversion is done using this string T, and then again for humidity I am again converting here, and then I am going to print it here. After that I am going to wait for 3 seconds before reading the next humidity and temperature value. This is the full explanation of the code. Now let us see how we are going to include this DHT library into the project. So for that you need to go to PIO home here. If this home is not shown, to include this DHT library, you need to go to the PlatformIO home page. For that you need to press this button, and then you have to access this open. Then the PIO home will be shown here. From this you need to select the libraries panel, and in this search library you have to type DHT22 and then press the search button. You can see the library DHT sensor library by Adafruit. In this you need to check whether ESP32 is present here. In my case it is here, ESP32, which represents ESP32. Select this and then select add to project. In this add to project you have to select your project, which is project DHT22 interfacing with ESP32. Select this and then click add. It will take few more seconds to add. Wait till it gets add and it will gives you a notification message. Here it says the project is being added. After the process is being completed, the PlatformIO will detects automatically and adds the project into its projects directory. Then when you come back to the main.cpp file, now you can see the project is added successfully and we will get no errors in the library file. After that we need to compile this code. To compile this code, you just click the tick button present here. This will start compiling the code. Now you can see the dependency graph. Here the library is being added. While it is compiling, Because of first time compiling the Denki ESP32 module as well as the DHT sensor library, the compilation will take some time, so please wait patiently. If you are using Arduino as IDE, this compiling process will be done every time, so it will take more time for every upload. But in case of VS Code, so once these libraries are compiled, it will be saved in its temporary memory. So when you are again opening this project, it will be compiled with a minimum time. So this is the advantage. Now you can see the compilation has completed and the RAM utilization is 6.6% and flash is 21.7%. Then you can get the status that the compilation is success. So now you need to upload this code into the ESP32 module. To do so, you have to connect the ESP32 module with the laptop USB. So use the micro USB cable to connect it. In the hardware, I have made a small changes.
You can see the ground pin is here, so I have removed this jumper which I have connected earlier over here and I placed the ground connection over here. Now we are going to upload the code. Now I am going to press the upload button. Now you can see the program is started to upload into the ESP32. Now you can see the success over here. Now the DHT22 sensor starts to read the room temperature and sends to the GP25 pin through one wire communication. Now you can use this serial communication which is connected to the ESP32 via USB. Now you have to press this button here. This represents the serial monitor. This opens the serial monitor and you can read the temperature and humidity every 3 seconds, which is given as output from the hardware.